After discovering my wife's affair, she threatened to frame me for SA if I exposed her. So, I installed cameras, gathered proof, and won everything in court. Hello Reddit I plus here. You know, if you had told me 5 years ago that my life would turn into something straight out of a crime thriller, I would have laughed in your face. But here I am, telling you the story of how my now ex-wife tried to destroy my life in the worst way possible, and how I turned the tables on her. So let's rewind a bit. I met Sarah when I was 26, and man, did I think she was perfect, beautiful, charming, and had this way of making me feel like the luckiest guy in the world. We got married after 2 years of dating, and for a while everything seemed fine. Normal, stable, until it wasn't. About 3 years into our marriage, I started noticing little things. Sarah was glued to her phone, always stepping out for errands that took way too long, and suddenly, she was all about girls' nights, when she had never really been the social type. At first, I chalked it up to stress, maybe just needing space, but my gut told me something was off. And then, the bomb dropped. I found out she was cheating, not through some dramatic reveal, but because she got sloppy. A few shady texts, a phone call she thought I didn't hear, and then, finally, a receipt for a hotel that she left crumpled in the trash. I confronted her, of course, and that's when she flipped. Instead of guilt, instead of apologies, she looked me dead in the eye and said, "If you try to tell anyone, I'll tell them you forced yourself on me." And guess who they'll believe? I couldn't believe what I was hearing. My own wife, someone I trusted, someone I loved, was threatening to ruin my entire life if I exposed her. And the worst part? She wasn't wrong. I've seen enough cases where innocent men's lives were destroyed by false accusations. One word from her, and I'd be in handcuffs before I even got a chance to defend myself. So, I did what she didn't expect. I played along. I acted defeated. Like I was too broken to fight back. And in the meantime, I got to work. I installed cameras in every common area of the house, the living room, the kitchen, the hallway outside our bedroom, everywhere except places where it would be illegal. I also put voice recorders in key spots, making sure I had proof of every conversation, every threat. I even started documenting everything in a hidden journal, dates, times, the things she said. I needed airtight proof that I was not only innocent, but that she was dangerous. And then, I waited. For weeks, I watched as she paraded around like she had already won. She'd talk to her affair partner on the phone, laughing about how easy it was to keep me under control. She even started saying things like, I could destroy him anytime I want, not realizing I had her on tape. The final nail in the coffin? One night, I baited her into saying it again. I calmly told her, I know about him. I know everything. I should tell people what you've done. And like clockwork, she snapped, You do that, and I'll make sure you rot in prison. Boom. Got it. That night, I packed up all my evidence and went straight to a lawyer. He was floored when I laid everything out. The videos, the recordings, the threats. It was an airtight case. Not only could I prove her infidelity, but I could prove she was making false threats to destroy me, and that's when I took my life back. The divorce process was brutal, but I walked in with a loaded deck. Her lawyer tried to paint me as controlling, but the judge took one listen to those recordings, saw the footage, and shut it all down. By the end of it, I got the house. I got most of our assets. She got nothing except the clothes she walked in with and a restraining order with her name on it. Last I heard, her affair partner didn't want to play house with a woman who had no money and no stability. She lost everything because she thought she could bully me into silence. Me? I walked away free, clear, and with my reputation intact. Never let someone else write your downfall. If someone's going to play dirty, make sure you're 10 steps ahead, and always, always get it in writing. A few months after the dust settled, I started rebuilding. Therapy helped. Friends and family, the ones who believed me from the start, stuck by my side. And, slowly but surely, I started feeling like myself again. Then, one day I got a call from an unknown number. Normally I wouldn't have answered, but something told me to pick up. Hey, a familiar voice said. It was Sarah. I didn't say anything, just waited. I'm sorry, she muttered. For everything. I let out a short laugh. You're sorry now? Now that you've lost everything? She sighed. I don't expect you to forgive me. I just wanted to say it. I thought about it for a second. You know, Sarah, there was a time when I would have given anything to hear those words from you. But now, they mean nothing. And with that, I hung up. That was the last time I ever heard from her. Looking back, I'm not even angry anymore. Just relieved. Relieved that I saw the storm coming and prepared. Relieved that I didn't let her ruin me. Relieved that I got to walk away, head held high. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. Not the pain, not the betrayal, but how you rise after the fall.